Fort Worth has many historical treasures. Perched gracefully at the east end of the iconic Elizabeth Boulevard is a home that many consider a piece of Fort Worth's soul, and it could be your next address. Paige is live in Fort Worth for a unique open house. Hello and good morning to you, Paige.
Hey, good morning to you. Good morning, Texas. The year was 1923. It was the same year that King Tutankhamun's tomb was revealed, and that was the year when this beautiful home known as the Delaney home was built here on Elizabeth Boulevard in Fort Worth. And you guys know how much I love me some Fort Worth. Elizabeth Boulevard is such an iconic street. It's been here since the beginnings of Fort Worth, where some of the most notable influencers in Fort Worth built their homes and called Fort Worth home. I'm so excited to introduce you to Barbie Armenta to tell us more. Good morning to you.
Good morning. I am so excited to be here, and welcome to the Delaney House. It's always been one of my favorites as well. I love this street. Elizabeth Boulevard is just iconic.
Yeah, and for people who don't know where Elizabeth Boulevard is, it's right here. It's near downtown, near the hospital district. It's gorgeous. It has these beautiful homes, most of them built around the 1910s to the 1930s, and they've maintained the integrity of these homes. But let's talk about the gentleman who started this home, because with every home, you and I both love this.
Yes.
There is a story behind it.
There's always a story, and this one is so good. It's R.O. Delaney. He was an oil and gas man here in Fort Worth, and he commissioned this home to be built it was built in 1921 to 1923. It took a couple of years for it to be built. These photos, his daughter was married in the house, and then the current owner's daughter was also married in this house. So it just carries so much story.
I love the fact that the story continues, and that's the mark of a really good home. The bones of the home hold the secrets of these stories. Let's take a little bit of a walk, because there's so many different beautiful rooms to showcase. We're going to be entering into the dining room here, and one of the things that makes this room particularly unique is the attention to detail with the murals on the wall, and then the fantastic ceiling. Barbie, tell me more.
This ceiling is known as a trompe-l'oeil ceiling, and it just means you're bringing the outside in, so you have this illusion, but then you also literally are bringing the outside in with these floor-to-ceiling windows and just non-stop views everywhere you look.
And of course, as the years went on, they continued to modernize the home in a rather modern kitchen, but still in keeping with some of the aesthetics that are really consistent features with a historic home. In fact, they've been able to conceal the refrigerator behind here. And I understand there is something secret behind this door.
Is a very special feature that they've maintained in the home. This is the servant stairs. They go up to the landing that's just off of the foyer.
It's like, reminds me of Downton Abbey. You know what I mean? The upstairs, downstairs component of it. We also want to show pictures of the outside of the home, because the exterior of the home is particularly impressive as well. Gorgeous exterior. Really, it does kind of is in keeping with the Italian Renaissance movement. And what Delaney was able to do was also go to Italy, find some of these treasures, and incorporate that into the house. Tell me more.
All the marble, the arches, all of the things, all the details on the outside, but then inside you have this.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about that, because we have some video that we're going to be showcasing as well that shows the upstairs. Beautiful, beautiful rooms. Bedrooms galore. 6 bedrooms, did I count that?
There are 5 bedrooms plus another bonus room. You have 5,700 square foot just on the main living, and then you have the attic, a finished basement. There's every detail, nothing is spared. There's from the trim to the original floors, every detail is stunning.
I also want to mention too that the property this sits on, it is a sizable piece of land.
You have an acre in the middle of Fort Worth.
And that's one of the things that makes this place so charming. Now, we are going to talk a little bit later about the fact that this house is going to be on the market. But it also includes a beautiful swimming pool that's back here that's gorgeous. And they were able, even though just the previous owners put that in, again, they were very careful about not disrupting the integrity of the home. Let's look at this fireplace. Tell me more.
The fireplace is all hand carved. The workers that came over from Italy and they brought all the materials for the house over from Italy. And so everything is done by hand. They lived in the home while they built it. So they were hand carving this fireplace. They were laying each bit of the floor, and then this room, one of my favorites that we're
and this
walking
really speaks
into.
to the Italian motif here. It was interesting that some of the builders actually lived in the house from Italy,
Yes.
came and did the building of this home. Now, as we said at the top of the show, this beautiful home can be yours. It is on the market.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that and about Magnolia Realty.
Yes, I work with Magnolia Realty, which is founded by Chip and Joanna Gaines, where we believe that home is the most important place on earth and that everyone has a story worth telling. And this home houses so many incredible stories, from the Delaneys to now to the Papas and all of those memories in between. So it's very
You can find
special.
out more information by checking out their real estate information at Magnolia Realty, and also come by, drive by Elizabeth Boulevard and take a walk down in history. Thank you again for this.
Thank
We appreciate
you.
it.